this happened? Daddy should be at the 9-9. But he got kidnapped. Hi, welcome back to my channel, Stacia's Journey. I hope you've been good. Today, my dad and I are going to town, to Kingston, because I'm gonna get a root canal done. And if you know anything about root canals, you get medicated. So if you're driving, you need somebody to carry over. So that's why Daddy is here. He has so nicely obliged. So I wanted him to give a testimony of something that happened to us. How long ago was this, Daddy?
About 12 years ago.
Well, it happened to him, which the ripple effect, it happened to us. You're not gonna get the eye contact because of course I'm driving. But Daddy, you can look in the camera when they tell him your part. So I was about 10 or 11. It's just that 12 years ago, more than that, because I hadn't gone to Wolmer's yet, and I was still in Balmoral Prep when it happened.
I don't remember.
How I know, that's when Pete had died and it was in 9-9. And I hadn't gone to high school yet.
And Zachary is about...
That was a baby.
Yeah,
And big man now, almost 20, if not 20. You see, it's maybe 19 years now. So about 19 years ago, right? So we were home. It was a 9-9. So my dad, he is what you call jack of all trades. And not necessarily jack, because he, 3 trades. He's a tailor. His first love is farming, which he's gone back to now. But during my years of going to school, he financed us by tailoring and being a taxi operator, right? So he would, like now, during school time, Daddy, you know, they run a machine and a sew, only for school uniform, listen. And then he would run taxi, right? So for many years, my father did taxi operations and stuff. And there were many close calls in this business of his. Right? So we want to talk about one night when we had a death. Our neighbor died, and we were having a 9-night, and Daddy was running taxi. Was it a Saturday night, or I think it was a Saturday night? Yeah, Daddy said it was a Saturday night. And we're going to give a testimony about what happened to him. So let's get into it. Do you remember anything about that day, about that night?
Yes, I was on the road and somebody shouted and said, "Taxi."
Mm-hmm.
I stopped, and they said, "Okay, I was looking for somebody else, but it's okay. I want a charter to Rainy Park to pick up a TV for my children to watch." So I agreed, and I take the person there, we make a price. When I got there, it was a normal
charter situation.
Yeah, so I saw a soldier guy and another guy dressed in linen shirt and pants talking to the soldier guy.
He's a tailor, so I'm going to say linen and them somewhere there. Yeah,
so the guy went into the house.
Where did this happen? Where did the person call you? In Portmore?
Yes, in Portmore.
Right, so you usually run taxi on the 17 route, 17 route.
Yeah.
Sometimes 20 route. That is Greater Portmore to Portmore Mall. Right, and back. Right.
So they went into the house. I saw the same person coming out with a big box, both of them carrying the box. They say I should open the car trunk. I opened the car trunk.
Where did you pick up the person in Portmore?
Right up by the school, where they put my high school at that entrance here. And we went.
Kingston, no.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
So they put the box in the car.
3 men?
2.
2, okay.
And he said I must close down the car trunk now. During the time closing the car trunk, I just feel somebody hold me in my pants waist.
What?
And a gun in my side.
Because you're distracted.
Yes.
And distract you if you close it down. By the way, the first time I heard this story.
So they pushed me in the back seat of the car.
How were you? What you feel at this time?
You
just start prayer.
Just feel like it's the end.
Did your life flash before your eyes like you said, Lord, what happened to my wife and pity them?
Of course.
Mercy.
And after when I realized everything now is when I was inside the
You want to give her
car.
a ride?
Go ahead.
Giving a lady a ride. You want a ride?
No, I just need right here.
All right, my darling. Have a good day, darling. Make sure you accept the Lord.
Yes.
I can give you a book to read. Jesus is coming soon, my darling.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Have a good one.
Same to you.
Uh-huh.
So after in the car, I see another guy run out the house and he jump around the steering and one come on the other side.
So there's a 4-man now.
Yes, 3.
Oh, you
One-
had 2 with you and then 1 come out the house now.
Right.
Mercy.
So it was 3 of them now and I in the middle. And the guy hold down my head and said, I must hold down my head.
You know why you see where
You
you
know,
go.
I'm see where I'm going. Anyhow, the car started to drive.
1 second. When he stopped you, he was very calm and the wrong person, but me want this. Like he was very welcoming, not true?
Yes. Dressed nice, everything.
Oh wow.
Anyhow,
And the other one was in soldier uniform, you say?
yeah, he went into his car immediately after the guy pushed me in the car.
The soldier guy.
Yeah.
So you
When-
feel like he's a soldier or he just dressed up like a soldier?
He had on a soldier uniform,
You don't
boots,
know what-
everything.
Wow.
Anyhow, they drove off with me and my head was down, but I just know the car make a right turn and then it go up a little grade and then it go down and then it make another right turn and it like it's going a circle. When the
So
car...
this was 20 years ago, basically, or 19, and you remember this?
Look, this cannot... I can't forget none of this
Near-death
details.
experience.
Anyhow, me say, what you gonna do with me now? He said, we want the car to go mash our works, we not kill you. Me say, me just leave me 2 children home and they will look food money, so me a beg you now. Let me out of the car. He said, no, you go call police. And we not kill you, we just want the car to mash the works, and if money make, you get money. Me say, I don't want any money, I just want to go home.
Wow. Them all bring you in this thing here too.
Exactly. Anyhow, when the car stop, a pure bush me see.
But 1 second, you know when I look on, you see a lot of time when crimes are done, a thief people car. So you are reporting, you see this a license plate or whatever, but it's an innocent person license plate.
Exactly.
And a feed them car because you said they had other man got no one car. So it's not so them not have access to car, you know. But them no want use feed them one for mash your works.
No.
Lord have mercy, me heard this story, I'm terrified, Daddy.
When they take me out the car now, was see a building, it have no roof, no windows,
And you
no
know,
doors.
you have no idea where they can drive.
No,
from.
I didn't have any idea, but anyhow, they start to tie me up. Tie my hand behind me, tie my foot.
So like your hands were behind and your foot together?
Yeah, my foot tie.
Oh wow.
And they tie my hand and bring it down my hand and tie both my hand and my foot together. Like.
So you're kneeling down.
Right.
And your hand
me
to your
up on
foot.
my side.
You're up on your side, but your hand to your foot.
Right. Anyhow, the guy said, don't put him down on the gravel or the buckle because a lot of concrete and buckle and the whole heap of thing on the ground.
So now you get cut up.
Right, so he said, put the cardboard out of the car and put him on it and take him upstairs. They did that.
Well, at least somebody there.
When I hear they say that, I said to myself, say, well, they're not going to kill me because if indeed they'll kill me, they just throw me down on the gravel. You do
the ground, you wouldn't care.
Yeah. Anyhow, when I go around there, there was another guy in the bush around there. So it ended up to be 4 of them now.
Them plan out this serious, man.
It's very serious. When I was tied up, they take me upstairs, put me on the cardboard, and after a while I hear the car drive off.
So you just did it. How long were you there for? You estimate?
Not even 10 minutes. Anyhow,
Really? But it feel like forever.
we start to try to lose it. But the band that they use is the band that they use to tie box.
Oh, the one
at the
where you
wharf.
pull the zip
Is-
one
yeah.
where you whoop.
And it's something that can cut your hand.
Yeah, yes. So when you finally came home, your hand them did cut up. I remember that you had bruises.
And my big finger couldn't move really.
Because of how it did tight.
It tied on my hand a loose piece, but I couldn't lose the other piece. And it's like, I say, Father, how am I gonna get out of this? And it's like the Spirit said, try straighten out your foot. And I start stretch my foot, and I feel like it start come off of my hand, but it feel like, you know, when something burn you, like
the
heat is there. That's how my hand feel when I try push it off of my hand. Anyhow, it eventually come off my hand, and I lose the foot.
Were you frantic? Were you frantic at this time, like trying to pull it off of your hand or something? Or were you trying to be calm?
Me know them gone, so me just figure more or less say, me have at least a little time to see if me can get away.
Right.
And now me eventually lose the foot, and me look downstairs, me not see nobody, but me can't see if nobody is there.
So you lose your foot, but your hand not loose?
Yeah, my hand loose, both of them.
Okay.
Anyhow,
that's God.
I'm say, Father, thank you, I hope they're not down there. And you have a wall about 20-25 feet long. And me hang up on the wall, and there's a fence. So me hang up on the wall, hand over hand, my foot hanging in the air. When I hang up on my hand, it take me about 2 minutes to reach the end of the wall with my hand hanging on the wall and my foot hanging down, because there's nowhere to put my foot. So I have to put one hand over the other this way and go in.
Explain that again.
Okay, the wall is a long wall. So when me hang
Oh, you're going like this on the wall.
Yeah, me put one hand so
and then
me
go.
carry one hand
so you carry up your body. You carry your body.
Yes.
Oh,
so at times the hand feel
tired and you want to drop.
So one at the time I reach to a window, so me have to rest my foot on the window a little until me reach, and when my hands start ease up a little, me do it again and reach the fence.
The Lord does provide a window there for you get a little rest, man.
When I reach the fence and look across the road, I was exactly before hardware and lumber. And so I climb up on the fence, and there was some old bus in the yard. So I jump down on one of the bus and then jump down and climb over the fence. After I come over the fence, I go across the road to the security at hardware and lumber. The security was even afraid to come to the fence, so they stay a little distance. And I explained to them what happened to me and tell them that I just come across the fence and asking them to call the police. Police took about half hour to come.
And they just right, they said them there.
After they came and me explained to them what happened, they said, "Why not set up a police, you know?" I say, "Officer, I'm a big man, you know, what can I set up? When would they call police in the night about me going to set up police?"
You were in your 40s at this time?
Most likely, yeah.
Because if 19 years ago, you're in your 40s.
Yeah. Anyhow, they say, when we show them when we walk, come over the fence, they say, there's a road go around there, and they say, come in the Jeep, and I go around there, and they took me around there, and when we go around there, the car came back.
Oh, the car come back by the time, and them say you're gone.
So when they come back now and look, and she said, I'm not there.
They must have abandoned the car?
They just abandoned the car. The door them open same way, the key in the same way, but the car did shut off. So it look like them just hurry up and leave when they realize.
You know what them going to do? Come back with the car, send one man upstairs and say, you know, say I'm gone, and then say, alright, I could left. You understand?
So them go, so it seems as if they went away. And the police fire up some shots in the bush.
Just has to be like, don't come back if them did it?
Yeah, and he said I must go in the car if the key is in there, and I must come behind them. And that's what I did, and we went to Duane Park Police Station. And they take me, after I give the statement of what happened, they take me to Portmore. and leave me up by the entrance. And I say, I'm good here, and I walk home.
So,
to
they
my
left the
family.
car. You left the car?
I had to leave the car at the station.
Because they're going to do all sort of
They're going to swab it and
whatever.
do all kind of things. So I didn't, that was Saturday, I didn't get back the car until Tuesday when I went for the car.
So just a pause here. So him come home now. This was what time? About 3 o'clock in the morning they come home, no so?
It was about 2 o'clock.
About 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I remember because this is very clear. Mommy, we were looking for him. We can't find him. We don't know where Daddy there. Daddy would have come home latest 12, 1 o'clock. Right? 12 them times, yeah.
11,
And
12.
1 o'clock come, 2 o'clock come. And we say, oh, where Daddy there? And the night was going on because our neighbor's husband had died. We were close. Right? So imagine we're grieving and then this happened. Daddy should be at the 9-9. But he got kidnapped. No man. Papa G, it was very scary because even when you came back, I remember you explaining to us as a child, of course. I don't think you explained. This is the first time you really told any of us the full story. I didn't tell Mommy the full story.
No, not really. Because she was crying. So naturally, we didn't want to
upset her
anymore.
Right. Wasn't this such a traumatic experience for you, Daddy, the fact that you got kidnapped?
At the time, but after I come out of the kidnap and reach police station and everything.
I realize say alright?
Yeah.
So you never worry, say I go see the man, I'm gonna see you and whatever?
No, we don't really worry about things like that.
Boy, I mean that first I said I'm gonna see me and say me escape, or is it because they already told you that they weren't gonna kill you?
Yeah, most likely because he seems as if he was the leader of the group.
Oh, and him say we're not killing you.
He was the only one who had a gun, as far as I could see.
Or as far as that was used, the one that put it in your side?
Yes. Nobody else brandished a gun or anything. But I don't make those things get to me because my wife was even telling me to stop run taxi. And I say why? Because of one ordeal. But
there are other times that you got stuck up. You remember the time when they tell me say one man did put the gun on your side or whatever and you drive the car down in the gully?
Right out by the post office.
You remember that? What did happen that day there?
Okay. It was early.
In the day?
No, in the night. It was early, about 7 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
And I had 4 passengers in the car and 3 came out. And he was behind me and he put the gun in my neck back and said, if you give me wallet, send me if you come kill you. But I know that's a prank they use all the time.
That you brave, you man?
Anyhow, I had some money the evening, $8,000. And I was going to put it in the wallet, and it's like the spirit said, don't put it in the wallet. Put it in the pocket.
Follow the spirit.
So he said, give me your wallet. So I gave him the wallet. So when I look, he was
searching to see
searching through the wallet. So I just opened the car door and step out of the car and leave the car running.
And he run go down in the gully?
And he run go over the post office. The clinic at Greater Portmore, right before the post office. And when he realized that I was in the car,
that you were not in the car?
Yeah. And the car hit up in the banking down in the gully, he jump out and run.
Wait, where were you at this time? You were seeing all that was happening on your runway?
No, to see all what happened. Because I'm in the road now and the car gone over the post office. But I didn't fall down or anything because
you literally just step out of the car?
Step out of the car and run with the speed of the car. Just run off. So naturally.
So Papa G, we call him Papa G. How? No sir. How you know for say? Me I go run out of the car when the car move?
Because me see him looking at the wallet and he not pay me no mind.
Man, I don't know if good at...
Me looking at the mirror.
Yeah, watch him.
Yeah, and me seeing the go some hold on him head and they looking at the wallet, but not even $1 was in the wallet. Not even $1.
And then I remember a man came back home with the wallet and find you because your license was in there.
Yes.
And he come home and say, oh, you forgive my money because I'm finding your wallet.
Me and my wife, if it was me, then maybe I would know if it was him.
Him or not. Yeah.
And my wife described him, and to what I realized.
I know him.
Him.
Him?
Yeah, the same person. It was a short guy.
Dark man. I was home when the man came.
Yeah, short. So.
And him have body.
Mm-hmm.
Never skinny. I remember that man. Because he came and he showed us the wallet. And him say, oh, him find a wallet here.
And my wife must give him some money.
Yeah.
And she gave him, I don't know how much she gave him, but she gave him something.
Seriously. Was there any other time that you were ever held up other than that? I remember you told me one time you did pick up 2 men, a mall.
Okay.
You remember that time?
That was a Christmas Eve. It was about 4 o'clock the day.
It's like 3 times now. Listen, you see when taxi man drive them taxi, and them say $100 or $200 for them pay them fare, it's a very treacherous work. Very treacherous. Mm-hmm.
It was a Christmas Eve, so I went by the mall, and there was a very big crowd. So as you stop,
people are coming in your car.
People rush your car. Anyhow, 4 went into the car back. I didn't even know it was 4 persons in the car back, to be honest.
Because I'm going so fast.
Yeah. And 1 guy came in the front. But on my way over
to Greater
Portmore, this guy was just fidgety. So I say, how this guy is so fidgety? Normally you're in car, you sit down comfortable, car you're in the front seat. But he was looking in the mirror, he's looking behind, he was doing all kind of thing in the seat. So I said, how this guy is so fidgety?
In the front?
Yeah.
So something start trigger off on you know.
So me look in the mirror. When me look, me see one guy behind me. And as me look, he was in a cap, he hold on his head. So me say, no sir, something wrong. Oh. So I had on my seat belt, I take off my seat belt. And I start drive fast.
Is that why you don't like seat belt?
I don't know, but and I start drive fast, and him start look for me now.
He realize you pick up.
So when we go on the corner, I'm afraid hold on, and the passenger doesn't driver take time.
So wait, 1 second. So there were different passengers other than these 2 men?
Yeah, 3 other passengers.
So them did they go hold up everybody in the car maybe?
I don't know. Anyhow, when the car reached 7 East, that's near to the roundabout,
That's a great point.
I had my hand in the car lock to open the door.
Wow.
And because I was driving fast, when I brake up, he went forward and my hand in the door, and then him take him left hand and grab me in here, sir, right?
Because him realize that you realize.
Yeah, him say 1 stop, you know. And that's how them plan to rob me now.
Right.
Anyhow, me fly the door.
And you come out.
And the one in the back say, "I'ma fly the door." And me just give him hand 1 lick with me elbow, just slam my hand so.
Damn.
And step out of the car and run, go down the road.
The car drive same way?
No, it stopped, because I stop and drop emergency same time, because I suspect them.
So you now wait for brakes. You just drop. No, Daddy, you can't do all of this.
Me brakes up and drop emergency same time. And him go forward. So because the car full around the back, the one in the back trying to take out the gun out of him pants.
But
through it tight, him can't get out the gun. And through me stop now, the passenger them realize what I'm going and jump out of the car too. And that time me run gone down the road. And them walk.
Speechless.
Them walk across the road. And they take my phone and just the silver that was.
Them time they are banger. Listen, my
phone. No, it wasn't a banger.
It wasn't a banger. How kind of phone you did have that time there?
You know them fat.
The flat, the Michael.
Fat.
Me know the one where open the flip phone. I never the green flip phone.
No, it was a fat phone, Ericsson. A fat Ericsson.
Sony Ericsson.
Yeah, those were the basically top phone.
At the top phone them time, but I did banger. When digital start release, I make we know phone.
And I went into the car after they walk 2 7 minutes and go around Brayton Road and drive come back, because anyhow I'd see anyone at the one, especially with the gun. I had planned to brush him up with the car, believe me.
Yeah, bad boy.
But when me pass through them, gone through some lane already, I may never see them.
You say you plan to lick him down?
Of course. My plan is I'm going to mash up the car upon them.
Mercy. But Papa God gave them the inside of the door. No, daddy, if you move so fast, you have to have quick instincts. But daddy, me don't know how you manage that in the situation.
And I still run taxi many years after that.
You just stop. Daddy just stop run taxi this year. March. If no move and live together, daddy just stop run taxi this year. Wow.
They see the Lord doesn't give us a spirit of fear. So no matter what the ordeal is.
You know mean you must stop work.
You know mean you must stop.
You mustn't make you so fearful, so you stop make your bread.
Exactly.
And you lock up in a house. That's a very good point, Papa G.
Because at the end of time, if you know strong and you live fearful, no one.
What gonna happen in the last days?
What will happen in the last days? You won't be able to hold on.
Thank you for that, Daddy. Thank you for that. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Tell us if you've ever had any close calls as it relates to gunmen and taxi. Boy, man, this is the first I know about this in the ideas, but this is the first time that he's sharing them with me. All right, see you next time. Bye.